What's up, guys? Thank you for being on the Patreon. This new theme of bonus episodes, we're actually going to be calling Story Time. And these are just going to be stories, obviously. They can be happy, sad. I said illegal or legal. Fun, kind of thought-provoking, whatever it is. But it's definitely going to be some type of entertaining. Might get you in your feels and stuff like that.
Never know.
But today is not going to get you in your feels. So,
Absolutely not.
so we'll go. Baker goes first.
All right.
What's your first story on Story Time?
Well, are we giving them titles? I'm giving mine a title.
Okay.
Ass tat.
Ass tat. All right.
Ass tat.
Here we go.
So God, I forget how old I was. I think I was like 20, maybe 21. I don't know. But we were at a buddy's house in his basement, and he knew somebody that did tattoos.
This exactly sounds like an ass tat story.
Yes.
So,
right.
Okay.
So we're there. We're all drinking. So we're pretty drunk. I was pretty lit. He comes in, ready to give the tattoo. The person that was going to get the tattoo backed out. So the guy's like, well, I didn't come here for no reason, right? So me, being me, I was like, man, I want a tattoo. And I think this might have been my second tattoo.
I was going to say, was it your first? It was your second?
No, it was my second.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I want a tattoo. I was like, but I don't want to get the tattoo where anybody can see it. Like, I want it to be unnoticeable. So one of my friends, of course, was like, dude, just get it on your ass. And I'm like, well, nobody's going to see it. Like, That's a perfect spot for it. So I'm starting to look through this book of all of his tattoos and stuff, and I've already got it in my mindset, like, I'm getting it. I'm doing this. And I find a leprechaun.
Oh, God.
And so we've got Irish in our family. And I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. And he's like, well, check these out. And he flipped to like a couple more pages, all leprechauns, like all Irish stuff. So being drunk, I found a leprechaun that was holding like a champagne bottle.
Jesus.
And I was like, all right, let's do this. So I laid down on my buddy's table, pulled my pants down, had the ass showing, and just had a tattoo.
Oh,
right
my
there
God.
on the ass of a leprechaun.
How did it feel? How does an ass tat feel?
Dude, it hurt so bad.
I was going to say, like, in my experience, tattoos hurt the worst on muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all muscle.
Yeah. Especially being as little as I am.
Oh, yeah.
There's, like, no fat there.
That's true.
It's straight muscle. Like, I don't think that I've ever become sober that quick.
Okay, yep,
That's
fair.
how bad it hurt.
Now, this was done in a basement.
Yes.
Would you say this is a professional caliber tattoo?
I would.
Yeah?
It turned out pretty dope because it was only, like, black and gray. So, like, he did, like, the shading and stuff. Like, it was pretty good.
Okay, so it's a legit...
And it's still there.
It's a legit ass tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have buddies that they're in a band, Then I Fly, which is awesome. Definitely check them out if you're listening. But they all have ass tattoos too. Mm-hmm. I think it's just of peace signs.
Okay.
And they got these in high school. And there's a famous picture. Kind of think of them as like a Blink-182 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the antics of Blink-182. So this is 2008, maybe.
Right.
Something like that. And there's a famous picture, famous in our circle and kind of the Clear Fork circle of all. It was either, I don't remember if it was 4 of them at the time or just 3 of them. But all of them at the urinals of the high school with their pants at their ankles, all just ass tat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is dope.
It's a great picture. There's a lot of man ass, so I like it a lot. No, not really. But yeah, it's definitely like a legendary picture. Mm-hmm. It's definitely awesome.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't recommend it though, dude. It literally hurt.
Yeah.
So bad.
Where's
and then sitting on it.
Oh, I didn't even think of
Dude,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
And then almost getting kicked out of Denny's.
How'd you almost get
Because I was showing everybody in Denny's.
that same night? Oh my God.
Like stood up on the booth, dude, and it was like, hey, look at this tattoo. And I like pulled it down.
Oh God.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected at Denny's.
Right.
If you don't get shown one ass tat at Denny's, it's a failed experience.
All right.
So that's awesome.
Yep.
I didn't even think of the healing.
Yeah.
You gotta sit on it.
Yeah, dude, it sucked.
Is it like high ass, low ass, center?
It's like center ass.
Center cheek?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say center cheek. Thank you for not center ass.
right.
Definitely center cheek.
Center cheek. Left or right?
It's my shit. You asked me too quick. I think it's my right side. I don't look at it often.
So if we're looking at you from the back.
It's on this side. Right side. My right.
Yeah, right side. Okay.
My right. Yeah.
So ladies, if you ever want to see an ass tat, just
holla.
Pull it down, yeah. Damn, I didn't even think of that healing time. That's crazy. My story time, if we're giving them titles, we'll call mine Pierced Hands.
I feel like we got to get them all titles now.
Well, see, the fun part about these is there's usually no title. It just says story time episode 1.
Oh no, I'm talking about our stories.
Oh, okay, yeah. We can definitely give them titles. I like it, but I have picture evidence of mine.
Okay.
So I didn't actually get my hands pierced, but we told everybody I did and showed everybody I did.
Okay.
So
I can't wait to see this.
This was 2010. I'm 18, a dumbass, right? Found out, long story short, basically found out my girl was cheating, right? Punched a wall like a dumb fuck, like we all do or did.
Anger out.
And basically shattered my hand into 8 pieces.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I had to have surgery on it.
Okay.
Now, surgery comes with pins, right?
Intense surgeries,
yes. So this is the picture of right afterwards.
God.
They wrapped it up basically that day because it was a Saturday, I think.
That was after the surgery?
No, that was before the surgery.
Oh, geez.
And they wrapped it up and basically said, well, we got to do surgery. We'll get you in on Monday. So there was 2 days. I just had a fucking mangled ass, shattered hand, all wrapped up. And then this is, I didn't even see the caption here. This is a couple days after my surgery, and these pins basically went from the side of my hand all the way through, like, to the other side, basically, and there's 2 of them. And they stick out so the doctor can, like, kind of move them and guide them and stuff.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so that's what they looked like.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then I didn't even see the caption. Look at the caption. It says, got my hands pierced, right? And then here's another picture right after the surgery. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So you guys probably can't see this. I'm going to
but it makes my hand
put it up here. Yeah. See if you can see that. You might have to pause it and zoom in or something. But, yeah, so I had pins sticking out of my hands. And, you know, we're 18. I didn't want to tell people I shattered my hand because I punched the wall, right? Like a dumbass. So me and Jerry, I blame everything on Jerry all the time. This was when Jerry was a good kid, and he still is. But he didn't drink. He had never drank or anything at this point. He was always the sober one at the parties and all that kind of stuff. And we convinced everybody that I got really drunk, and he convinced me to pierce my hands. So, like that caption, it says I got my hands pierced. Let me see. There's actually comments. Yeah, the first comment said, "What did you do, retard?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago. Let me see. And then it's seriously pierced. I thought it was like broke and it was kind of pins. And I was like, yeah, that's what happened. But I just like to tell people that and they freak out. And then somebody said, what the hell happened? It looks like it effing hurt. But yeah, so let me see if there's any other comments on these. Oh, here's 19 comments. So this says, ooh, that's just weird. How long do those have to stay in? This other one says, that will teach you not to mess with me again. Seriously, what on earth is in your hand?
Sounds like the girl that broke up with you commented that one.
Right. No, that was a family member. Somebody else said, those are called idiot braces. They remind young men that there are lifelong repercussions for stupid decisions and reinforce the importance of reason. And then he got serious for a minute. Screw that. Don't want to hear that. But somebody said, is this real or fake? And then somebody said, are those pins to like ... keep your hand together? Like, yeah. Yep. Looks painful, cool looking, and painful, all rolled up into one giant ball of what the fuck. So it was just super fun. And then the best thing, this was summer of 2010, like I said. So I just graduated high school, going into college.
Yep.
And I had to take my college placement tests, right? And I'm right-handed. So
and that was the one you broke?
Yeah.
Shit.
So all the time, like, I would be in school and, like, doing stuff with my left hand, just, like, a little bit and stuff. But for placement tests, you only have a certain amount of time, right?
Right.
And you got to kind of write neatly or, you know, they can't fucking read it.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually had to take, and my hand was just wrapped. It wasn't, there was no cast on it or anything because there's pins in it. Right. You can't put a cast
really
around
cast that.
So I had pins in it and then just like one of those regular like ace bandages and a certain type of way that you had to wrap it and stuff. And for my placement test, you know, I'm new to college and stuff in a room full of people that I don't know. And I had to unwrap my bandage and just like write. And people are fucking staring because they just see this fucking dude with 2 green balls sticking out of his hand.
And they were on that side too?
Yeah.
Like the side where if you're writing, it's going to hit the...
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So it sucked.
Damn.
But yeah, so we told everybody that I pierced my hands and I was such a dumbass at that point. People believed it. So if that tells you anything. But yeah, man, it was definitely interesting. I definitely don't recommend punching walls. I definitely don't recommend doing it over women.
No.
Luckily, this was all covered by insurance, or most of it anyway. I don't know. I was young, so my parents dealt with it. But I did see one bill that was $10,000. And it was all, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was all covered by insurance. But
right.
Like $10,000
for that
to punch a wall. And it was stupid because if you guys know me closely and have known me for a while, you kind of know the story. But basically, I punch the wall, I get drywall, right? Mm-hmm. All good. I punch the wall again, and I hit a stud. And then, it's not over yet. And then, I'm a dumbass, right, and pissed, and I'm so mad that I hit the stud and the stud didn't break that I try to hit it again. Knowing that there's a stud there.
Right.
I'm like, you're going to break. And I just, pow. And then after I was done.
Something else broke.
After I was done, my pinky was like all down here and shit. And like, I thought I just broke my pinky, really. Because it was like down like this.
You didn't get that lucky.
Right. And I called Jerry and I remember I said, hey man, can you drive me to the hospital? Because I drove stick at the time. You can't fucking.
No.
Yeah. And he's like, what? And I'm like, can you drive me to the hospital? He's thinking I'm playing a joke on him.
Right.
I'm like, look, man, like, I know we're all jokes and everything's all about comedy, but, like, this is the situation. Like, if you don't mind, can you please drive me to the hospital? And he came and, you know, we went to the hospital. And then I show up later. This was when my parents weren't home when it all happened. And I showed up later with my hand all wrapped, and I just kind of hold it up to my parents, and they're like, what the fuck happened? Because they just see a wrap right now. They don't know it's broken or anything.
Yeah, they don't see anything underneath it.
And I told them I shattered my hand, but this whole time we're trying to think of, like, what story to tell them. Now, because I have 2 huge-ass holes in my room.
Right.
But it's right next to my Led Zeppelin poster.
Oh, easy cover-up.
Yep, so I just went, skirt, and just covered it up. And they didn't know about it for years, dude.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a problem. But so we told my parents that we went to a graduation party, which we did after the hospital, and we were jumping on the trampoline, and I came down on the trampoline, like the bars, and I went like this, and it shattered. Don't know if that's a good lie or not. I was 18. They seemed to, well, actually, they definitely didn't buy it now that I think about that. They're like, what the, no. I'm like, yeah, for real. No. So, yeah. But yeah, they didn't know for a couple years that that's what happened. And, yeah, it was interesting to tell people that I pierced my hands. And it was a good time.
That's crazy.
And after a while, like the holes would heal enough that you could actually spin the pin.
Oh my god!
Because it came out kind of like an L shape.
Yeah.
And you could just kind of spin them.
That's disgusting.
And then when they took them out, like I thought it was gonna hurt really bad, and they just took pliers and went. Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird ass feeling. Yeah, it was fucked up. If you guys want to see these pictures, check out my Facebook. You'll have to go back like 9 or 10 years.
All right.
But there's like 3 or 4 pictures of my hands with green balls sticking out of it.
It's funny, though, how you say your parents didn't really know what happened, because my parents had no idea about my ass tat.
Right.
Until my daughter outed me out.
Oh, how'd she do that?
We were just chilling at the house one day, and I forget what exactly happened, but I remember her saying something about, like, oh, yeah, on your, like, something about, oh, like the leprechaun on your butt?
How old was she?
Dude, she was, oh my God, if I was 21.
No, she outed you quickly?
Yeah.
Like right away almost?
I would know. She was probably about 3 or 4.
Okay, so she didn't really know any better.
No, oh, she had no idea.
Right.
No, but yeah, she, like the leprechaun on your butt?
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God.
And now your parents know.
Yeah, my whole family knows.
Right. so that's awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, so all in all, this episode's called Things Your Parents Don't Know. But
didn't know.
Right. Yeah, they definitely know about both of ours now. But that was the first installment of Storytime, and I think it was fun. We're going to come with these every week on Monday, just like the TBAs and the Tobys before it. And we're just going to tell stories. They're going to be, like I said, fun. They're going to be entertaining. Hopefully not too serious, but maybe, you never know. And just kind of, we both have eventful pasts. So,
yes, we do.
So there's going to be some fun stories coming at you. But thank you guys for checking it out. Thank you for being on the Patreon. And we'll see you tomorrow when the full episode comes out.
Yep. See you guys later.
Deuces.